some people are genuinely merciful, or like parents, naturally affectionate. Such persons who devotedly serve even those who fail to reciprocate with them are following the true, faultless path of Dharma, and they are the true well-wishers. Right?
Beautiful.
It's so beautiful, and so that this is shared at this moment, right? Kind of like right in the middle of the Rasa Lila, shows that there's something incredibly deep about life here. These are our acharyas are saying that this is the essence of everything being shared right here, right? Am I a giver or am I a taker? That's what yoga boils down to. That's what our existence boils down to. And when we give, if we're going to really be a true giver, it means we give regardless, you know. And so Marcus Aurelius is kind of, he's tuned into some deep wisdom about life. You know, he had this life. He had tons of responsibility. You know, he was like a ruler of like an empire. You know, not just like a country or a city or something like that, but like an empire.
Huge empire. Are you saying that he might have been a little bit smarter than me?
I'm not saying anything about you.
Yeah, a little bit more insight.
I'm sorry about that. but I'm just saying that, you know, but at the same time, although he was living this life of like political complications and distractions, he had this intense focus and this codes that he lived by that I think revealed to him some depth of understanding. He probably had wonderful teachers, you know, too.
Sure.
And he really seemed to understand this. You know, you did a good deed. That should be satisfying enough, right? You did a good deed and someone else benefit from it and received it and benefit from it. Perfect. You engaged according to your dharma. You served it. You know, you served. Now you want something. This third thing. That's where you mess it all up, right? It's like it was just right, and you could have just left it there, and actually you would have been happier. But now you had this attachment. Now you had this desire. I want something for it. Even you think you're so advanced because you don't want something like external from it. Like the external meaning like something touchable, tangible, some payment or something. I did it anyway, right? No, but you want some prestige from it. You want some credit from it. Same thing, right? Maybe more subtle, but same thing. That has to be rooted out. How can I learn to act? And when we actually learn to, it's only then that we're going to be happy, because we're not going to always get the credit that we want, you know, and then we're going to be disturbed. And then we're going to think, look at all I'm doing.
I'm doing so much. I don't appreciate me.
And I'm not getting the credit. Yeah. And then you get bitter, you know. You've really gone nowhere.
Very good, Kaustubha.
Oh, Krishna, the gopīs, Marcus Aurelius.
The full moon, you riding your bike, not wearing a helmet. Beautiful. Beautiful story.
Riding very safely. Very safe.
Not safe.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Live from Super Soul Farm, this is Wisdom of the Sages, a Bhakti Yoga podcast with your host, Raghunath, and co-host and senior educator of the Bhakti Center in New York, Kaustubha Das. Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. It's episode 1679. Welcome to the show, beautiful people. Happy to be here. It's
First
autumn.
day of Kartik here.
First day of Kartik. Beautiful moon this morning.
Wonderful.
And everybody's about to show up at Super Soul Farm for the big autumn extravaganza, Kaustubha.
Wonderful.
Including you.
Yeah, I'm coming.
You're coming. I'm going to pick you up. I'm picking you up. I'm picking you up.
So we're going to do a lunch kind of thing? How does it, we got to figure this out, because it seems like the schedule is a little complicated now.
I'm going to pick up you. I'm going to pick up my mom. And yeah, it's going to be great.
All right.
Looking forward to it. It's beautiful out right now. You get to see all the new chickens.
I want to see them.
We're going to build a big fire. It's going to be great.
Fire. Your mother's going to be there.
Outdoor fire.
She's okay with that?
She's okay with outdoor fire.
All right.
It's indoor fire that freaks her out a little bit.
Beautiful night last night at the Bhakti Center.
Oh yeah, what'd you do?
Yeah. Well, it was the Rasa Purnima. It was not only is the Rasa Purnima the night of the Rasa dance or the Shard Purnima, the full moon of the autumn, but it's also the anniversary of the day that the deity of Lord Chaitanya there was installed, Gaurachandra. So it was Vasudev Prabhu spoke, Sri Prahlad led Kirtan, wonderful people there. It's
Super
beautiful.
nice.
Yeah, so
If you missed yesterday's show, we mentioned that this is a special month in Bhakti, the month of Damodar or the month of Kartik, where we try to up wherever you're at, up it a little for 30 days. It goes from the full moon to the full moon. Today's the full moon. Some of you missed it. If you woke up early, you saw it was very, very bright last night. But we'll just keep it simple. Up your game, whatever you're doing. If you're not chanting, try chanting 1 round a day. They say that in your Bhakti endeavors, everything, I'm not making this up, everything is multiplied by 1,000 this month.
Okay.
So that's a pretty good return on investment for your Bhakti.
Generally, you take one of those vows, like something you do every day.
Yeah.
Or maybe you cut something out for the month,
Yeah, cut out some of your nonsense. You know what you're doing.
That's right.
You know what you're
Stop
doing.
it.
You shouldn't be doing. Stop what you shouldn't be doing and add something. It's
We
better
accept
than
what's
double.
favorable for Bhakti. We reject what's unfavorable, right? At least for 1 month. Try it here.
It's better than double coupons. It's 1,000. Imagine if you had a coupon that was worth 1,000 times whatever you're paying.
You got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, double that. All right, so let's get on with our nugget, Miss Mara.
What about announcements?
Announcements.
Yeah. Bhakti Recovery Group, they're doing their 5-year anniversary. They're doing a big
That's
celebration.
right. That's right.
Yeah, Saturday, October 18th, and it'll be on Zoom, and you'll be speaking, and Kaustubha will be speaking,
I'll be
and
speaking
Jiva
for
G will
that.
be there.
Yeah.
I think
So-
you're going to have Jiva G on for an interview just prior to that, the Thursday prior to that, right?
Yes.
That would be the 16th.
Yes, and that's Sunday next week. Both you and I are.
Is
gonna
it a
be
Sunday or Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's make a new rule. I don't make the announcements.
Okay. Hey, if you want to stick by that, set it now in front of,
Kaustubha would love
your
that rule.
deities, in front of the Vaishnavas. Done.
Also, this weekend, this Sunday, Urban Devi at the Bhakti Center, Rukmini will be speaking. Rukmini Devi will be speaking on welcoming the guests, the dearmost friend.
On the
Oh,
Bhakti Center website.
Welcoming the guest.
Yeah,
That's what we were just talking about all week.
I know.
That's been our theme, is welcoming the guests.
Look at that.
I think she means it in like the holy names, but
Oh, we have
Oh.
the Atiti Nara. We
we don't welcome the holy names.
we welcome the holy, but we've been getting into this thing of Atiti Narayan this week. That
Ryan,
it's
okay.
a titi is a time. Like
Yeah.
there's a Vedic
A
measurement.
titi, yeah.
And certain amount of titis. This is a good trivia. How many titis in a muhurta?
14.
14? Is it 14? I thought
I
it was
don't know.
40. I think it was 40. Google that. How many titis in a muhurta? But anyway, there's a Vedic way of keeping time. And a titi is a time. And a titi means without any
Untimely.
time, some guest arrives. Sometimes you have an
Unannounced.
unannounced guest. And what do you do with an unannounced guest? It's like, oh God, I can't believe they're here.
You bring
We
them
gotta
in, you
clean
give
up
them a
this
little
house.
coffee cake, Raghunath.
We gotta right. We gotta shove everything on the couch. No one's here. We're not prepared. Why did they come? This is awkward. No. You got it all backwards. An unexpected guest, an atiti. You treat them like Narayan. You treat them as if Lord Narayan, Lord Viṣṇu, has come to your house. That's a very special way to be, and
Standard.
it's that consciousness is the consciousness of the Vaishnava.
There's not a good answer for this
Is not a
question.
good answer for this.
No, because a TT, the length of a TT is not fixed.
Oh, because it also changes.
Right, because it's based on the lunar cycle.
It's based on a lunar cycle. It's
Oh,
very
wow.
interesting.
Tough-
Time
tough
is
one.
very interesting, huh?
Yeah.
We just fabricated minutes. You know what I mean? That's a Western conception. A minute, a day. It's
Well, I mean, however you want it. I
we didn't
suppose
it's just
we're going to divide
our
it by 60 instead. Yeah.
whatever Greco-Roman idea of.
Can I say one more thing on the announcements?
Can we talk about
Can we
a
go back to
time
the-
measurement, please?
I just wanted to say that There'll be no show Thursday, Friday, but we will have shows this weekend.
That's right. Saturday and
Live
Sunday.
Q&A from the Wisdom of the Sages retreat at 8 a.m. Saturday and Sunday.
Last announcement, final one. Nothing.
You just
after
said you're
this.
never giving announcements ever.
This is the last one. That Tom Essig's movie Something Divine is going to be playing
L.A.
at the Grove, which is in Los Angeles. at
Very
the
prestigious
yeah,
venue.
the AMC Theater. It's about people's spiritual journeys, especially through the punk rock and hardcore scene. Kate 108's in it, Parmananda's in it, and Sammy from Youth of Today is in it. Some live footage from the bands, but lots of great footage from Pilgrimage and at the Gunga. So if you're in LA, if you're one of our favorite Californians out there, go to the Grove. It's at 1 p.m. on Sunday, the 12th. That's next week. Shout
Okay.
out. And it's at the Da Vinci Film Festival.
Okay.
You can Google that. All right. Let's dive into this nugget. Miss Mara.
I thought this was an interesting nugget today.
Yes, this comes from Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius.
Everyone's really into Marcus Aurelius.
You got an issue
I've
with
never-
Marcus Aurelius?
Well, no, I've got an issue with everybody getting trendy about everything. Like,
Let
all
it.
of a
If
sudden-
it's a good thing, then encourage it, Raghunath.
okay. I encourage Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius writes, this is from Meditations, Book 7, Section
Yeah.
73. When thou hast done a good act, and another has received it, why dost thou still look for a third thing besides these?
Why
As
doth
fools
thou?
do,
Why doth thou?
either to have the credit for the good deed, or a favor in return.
Okay, let's hear that one more time, Mara.
Okay.
Read it fluidly.
When thou hast done a good act, and another has received it,
Okay.
why dost thou still look for a third thing besides these? As fools do, either to have the credit for the good deed, or a favor in return.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
There's a
Exactly.
third thing they're looking for.
Yeah, some result from what I've done. I've done this because I want something for it. Right? I'm
Yeah.
going to clean the kitchen, Mom. Can I use the car?
Oh.
There's some like caveat, some like fine print.
Right.
You do some good. You do something good. Someone benefits. Boss, that should be enough. But the mind says, where's my thank you? Where's my recognition? Does anyone notice how spiritual I am, how giving I am, how thoughtful I am? Right? That's the trap. We turned good deeds. We turned Seva, right? We turned Seva or good deeds into a subtle way to feed the ego. We want something in return. And when
Mm.
people don't respond the way we hoped, we feel hurt or invisible. But in Bhakti, we're meant to do everything as an offering, not for applause, not even for good karma, not for some metaphysical kickback, just because we just do it because it pleases Krishna. When we give without expecting anything back, there's like a freedom that you're not waiting for anyone's approval anymore, right? Right? You just act with love. I want to give, and that's the joy right there. So I think that's a challenge for all of us. Stop looking for the third thing. Do the
Just
right thing.
Settle for the first two.
Yeah, I'm gonna give. They receive. Boss. Boss means like enough. Stop. Right? Do the right thing, let it go, and let the universe or Krishna take care of the rest. And the interesting thing, my friend,
Tell me.
is we are, and I wrote a song about this, we're actually born to give.
Born to
We're
give.
born to give. We are not born to take. We're not born to own. We're not born to possess. We're not born to collect. We're actually born to give. Sometimes we think, well, why am I born? Maybe I should expand. Maybe I should control stuff. Maybe I should save stuff or store stuff or put things away because then that way I'll have all my stuff. No one feels complete or whole or satisfied by hoarding. When do you finally feel good? You feel good when you give. That's when you feel natural. That's when you know, okay, now I'm in the flow with life. I tell you, we do lots of wonderful retreats here. The ones that everyone are the most satisfied with is when they come to do the Seva retreats, because they come and they just offer some Seva. What do you want me to do today? I'll do whatever you want. And in that mood of like, we're chopping wood, we're building fires, we're planting bulbs, whatever it is, you're painting a fence. Generally, it's, people are like, computer engineers and they're like digging a hole. It's something like you don't usually do, but there's a deep, satisfying feeling knowing I'm going to contribute to something greater than myself. And we come together as a community, and there's just a feeling you enjoy, an unspoken feeling that you enjoy in that mood of giving.
Thank you.
I think you're a very big giver, Kaustubha.
Oh, Raghunath.
No, I know you. I know you.
Come on.
You don't ask for much.
No, but it's the subtle things that I'm into. You see, I want the
Oh,
credit.
Is it? Yeah.
You want,
Yeah,
it's the
you
subtle
want
thing.
credit. You want prestige. You want to be the boss.
Exactly. The boss.
No, you don't. You're a very good man. I'm happy I know you.
Thank you, Raghunath. Thank you.
Serious.
So kind of you to say. But it's so insightful. I think that there's our tradition, like our Bhakti tradition, and our tradition of Vedanta, of Bhagavad Gītā, and so on. This is obviously a big topic in the Bhagavad Gītā, right?
Sure.
Krishna saying, "Do your duty, Arjuna, but do it wanting nothing in return." Right? Do it the best that you can. Don't think that you own anything here, and just do it because it's the right thing to do. And then ultimately, he says, "Do it as an offering to me." Right. So we understand this kind of teaching on two levels, right? On one level, it's like on the karma yoga level, learn to act in this world not expecting or wanting anything in return. And when you do that, you act karma free. You're no longer entangled in this world the way the average actor is. But then there's another level that has to do with the purity of one's love, right? That really, in one sense, all of this yoga that we're practicing is really just to take our intention is really practically all that we have. Like a lot of philosophers, they debate about like, do we have free will or not? And they have these incredible brains that dig deep into the subject and debate on it. We say, yes, we have free will, but when you look at it, it's kind of limited just to our will. Like it's kind of limited. What we can actually control in this world is actually limited to practically just like what we want, And so if we can learn to act in this world without wanting something for ourselves, that's where all the evolution takes place. And the more pure that it becomes, the more evolved that we're becoming. And I had this experience last night. It was beautiful and surreal. I came out of the Bhakti Center, right? After this most esoteric of festivals, right?
Yes. In one way, it is. People could say, oh, it's the first day of the month. It's a holy month. It's a big, beautiful moon. Let's celebrate. But yes, it's that very, very, very esoteric, actually, if you dig into it a little deeper than that.
Well, it's the Rasa Lila, the very pinnacle of all leelas. It's the pinnacle of all the teachings of Vedanta. It's the essence of the essence. Sarva rasa sara, it's the essence of all rasas, of all expressions of love, is this dance. And the way that it's framed in the Bhagavatam is really fascinating because it has Krishna, he's playing his flute, the girls come running out, then there's some talk that they have that reveals the deepest secrets about life. And then Krishna disappears on them all. And then the gopis start to sing their song in separation. And then Krishna reappears to them. And the deepest emotions and deepest teachings about the meaning of life are shared here. And then the gopis turn to Krishna and they ask a question. Right? They're like, their hearts are like so tender, and they've been going through this ups and downs of like, Krishna's with us, Krishna's gone, Krishna's with us again, And they're like giving everything so entirely selflessly. And then the gopis say and what was happening was I came out, just reconnecting with beautiful devotees, hearing a wonderful class by Vasudeva, being engaged in an incredibly beautiful kirtan, and singing the Namanarastika prayers, these most incredible prayers. After a year, you come back to it and you sing it again. Everybody's offering lamps to Radha Muralidhar and Gaurchandra in the temple, and they're incredibly beautifully dressed in white with like a dark sky background, and they have this moon like floating in the air that just looks incredible, you know. And everybody's offering their lamps and singing the beautiful song, and then you get to say hello to everyone and reconnect. And then I step out on the streets of New York City, where suddenly nobody knows anything about this, right?
Right. It's very secret almost. It's like your secret little thing.
It's a contrast, yeah, such a contrast. And then I get on my bicycle and I'm riding. You know, I'm going to ride home. But before I do, I look up in the sky. I see that full moon. It's just incredible, you know. And when you see that full moon, you know, this is the moon that Krishna dances under on this night. Nobody knows about it, you know. And then I'm riding my bike, and I put in the earphone. I'm listening to Raghunath Swami give class on Rasa Purnima. You know, he gives such beautiful classes, Raghunath. And he's given this beautiful class, and he has the insight, the realization, and the sensitivity in how he presents it. You know, just like the words that he uses, the tone that he uses as he's speaking, you know.
True master.
Master dealing with such a delicate subject, you know. And I'm riding my bike through New York City hearing this, and I feel so connected to our lineage of great Vaishnavas and Acharyas, so connected to Radha and Krishna and the residents of Vrindavan, you know, just by hearing this sound. And then Maharaj highlights that, you know, in the middle of all of this, the gopis, they turn to Krishna in this very vulnerable way. Because in one sense, Krishna's playing with their hearts, you know. I'm with you, then I'm gone, then I'm with you again. And the gopis say to Krishna, this is all in Bhagavatam, we'll come to this not too long from now. They say, Krishna, please tell us, some people reciprocate the affection only of those who are affectionate towards them, while others show affection even to those who are indifferent or inimical. And yet others will not show affection toward anyone. Dear Krishna, please properly explain this matter to us. Right? In a sense of saying, how do we understand you? You know, like in the way that you deal with us. But the answer to this first question, some people reciprocate the affection only of those who are affectionate toward them. I only do it if I get something back. And Krishna replies, so-called friends who show affection for each other only to benefit themselves are actually selfish. They have no true friendship, nor are they following the true principles of Dharma. Indeed, if they did not expect benefit for themselves, they would not reciprocate. But my dear gopis, some people are genuinely merciful, or like parents, naturally affectionate. Such persons who devotedly serve even those who fail to reciprocate with them are following the true faultless path of Dharma, and they are the true well-wishers. Right?
Beautiful.
It's so beautiful, and so that this is shared at this moment, right? Kind of like right in the middle of the Rasa Lila. Shows that there's something incredibly deep about life here. These are our acharyas are saying that this is the essence of everything being shared right here, right? Am I a giver or am I a taker? That's what yoga boils down to. That's what our existence boils down to. And when we give, if we're going to really be a true giver, it means we give regardless, you know. And so Marcus Aurelius is kind of, he's tuned into some deep wisdom about life. You know, he had this life. He had tons of responsibility. You know, he was like a ruler of like an empire. You know, not just like a country or a city or something like that, but like an empire.
Huge empire. Are you saying that he might have been a little bit smarter than me?
I'm not saying anything about you.
Yeah, a little bit more.
I'm sorry about that. but I'm just saying that, you know, but at the same time, although he was living this life of like political complications and distractions, he had this intense focus and this codes that he lived by that I think revealed to him some depth of understanding. He probably had wonderful teachers, you know, too.
Sure.
And he really seemed to understand this. You know, you did a good deed. That should be satisfying enough, right? You did a good deed and someone else benefit from it and received it and benefit from it. Perfect. You engaged according to your dharma. You You served it, you served. Now you want something, this third thing? That's where that's where you mess it all up, right? It's like it was just right and you could have just left it there. And actually you would have been happier, but now you had this attachment. Now you had this desire. I want something for even you think you're so advanced because you don't want something like external from it. Like the external meaning like something touchable, tangible, some payment or something. I did it anyway, right? No, but you want some prestige from it. You want some credit from it. Same
Sure.
thing, right? Maybe more subtle, but same thing. That has to be rooted out. How can I learn to act? And when we actually learn to, it's only then that we're going to be happy because we're not going to always get the credit that we want, and then we're going to be disturbed. And then we're going to think, look at all I'm doing.
I'm doing
And
so
I'm
much. They
not,
don't appreciate me.
and I'm not getting the credit. Yeah. And then you get bitter, You've really
Very
gone
good.
nowhere.
Very good, Kaustubha.
Oh, Krishna, the gopīs, Marcus Aurelius,
The full moon,
Raghunath
you riding your
Swami.
bike,
So
not wearing a helmet. Beautiful. Beautiful story.
riding very safely. Very
No,
safe.
not safe.
Very safely.
You really got to wear. You're riding a bike at night. You really got to wear a helmet, man.
I'm in
Yeah.
this lane, this protected
Yeah, this
lane.
crazy. Has anybody been to the New York City bike lane? That is like chaos on wheels.
No, it's not.
It is. Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. Anyway, let us not go there right now.
Oh,
Let's not go there.
Narayanam namaskrityanam chaivanarottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam madhirayat. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is our very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and to Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta Priyeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. By regular attendance in class in the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart will become eradicated. And loving service to the Supreme Lord, who is praised with the transcendental songs, will be established as an irrevocable fact. Om Jnana Timarandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmandatam Jnana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance. My teachers are opening my eyes with a torchlight of knowledge. I offer my obeisances at their lotus feet. Reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 13, Text 40.
Is it text 41?
Text 41.
Well, why don't you go ahead and read text 40?
Text 40.
Lord Brahmā comes on down. Is he coming on the swan? Is that what's going on?
That's how he gets around. That's what he drives. A beautiful swan.
That's how he rolls?
That's how he rolls in. When Lord Brahmā returned after a moment of time, when Lord Brahmā returned after a moment of time had passed, according to his own measurements, right? He's in a whole nother time cycle.
Relative
Everybody
time.
asked me how old my dog Gus is. How old's Gus? I was like, well, you want dog measurements or human measurements?
Right.
He's like 80 something in human measurements.
Yeah,
People Brahma's got his own measurements.
People write science fiction stuff about relative time.
Yeah.
Rip
Van Winkle.
Is that a relative time one too?
Yeah, it's the one where he goes to sleep, everybody wakes up, everything.
Yeah,
No, there's another one.
It's kind of like a relative time. I think he's just slept a long time though.
There's another famous one where they go away, come back, and everybody's dead.
Did Ray Bradbury do stuff like that? Or
maybe.
Yeah.
Ray Bradbury.
But here it is in this ancient yogic literature.
When Lord Brahmā returned after a moment of time had passed, according to his own measurement, he saw that although by human measurement a complete year had passed, what about those poor cows and the cowherd boys that were caught in that cave?
We'll find out about
for a
that.
year. Lord Krishna, after all that time, was engaged, just as before, in playing with the boys and calves who were his expansions. So if you're new to this, the Lord Brahmā tried to trick Krishna. He took away the calves, hid them, took away the cowherd boys, hid them. And Lord Brahmā thought, well, I've punked Krishna, this little kid. Here's the most opulent, most powerful of all the devas. He's the creator of the universe. He's the Adi Dev, the original Jiva, the original being. And he's thinking, who's this little boy, Krishna? I'm going to punk him. I'm going to trick him. I'm going to prank him. And Krishna said, no, you're not. And what he did was all the liberated beings, right? The cows and the calves, they're all liberated beings who are with Krishna in the spiritual realm. He's just started to expand his own body to make perfect clones, identical to those people and calves that were stolen, but that are actually him in full.
Even the
And
calves.
all the mothers of the calves, the cows, they're all going, oh my God, there's something extra beautiful
it's
about
so
my
beautiful.
my little baby today. And all the mothers of the little cowherd boys were like, there's something gorgeous. I cannot describe it. Why am I so mystically in love with my child more than ever before? And it's because it was actually the Lord himself in this type of expansion
And then Balaram
form.
was noting this and knew something's going on here.
Balaram was like, what is going on? Even Balaram was tricked.
But he said, oh, it's got to be Krishna. It's got to be Krishna.
So text 41, Lord
how
Brahma
about
thought.
commentary?
But
for the boys, it must have been just a moment for them because they were on Brahma's time schedule.
No.
You asked about the boys, right?
Oh, let me think about that. I'm lost in different types of time. No, it was a year for them. It was a day for Brahmā.
A year
So it was a
earthwise.
year.
But Brahmā took them away into his realm. And it's just
Did he take them to his realm?
I think it was just a moment for them. Anyway, let's keep reading. We'll find
Because
out.
that would be horrible to be gone for a year.
But it's just a moment.
If it was a moment, it wouldn't be bad.
Okay.
Isn't it interesting when you think about our own life like that? Sometimes we get into our head about our problems.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kaustubha, I'm going through a problem right now. It's all consuming. I think of it 24/7.
Right.
I'm laying up late at night. My eyes are open. I can't go back to sleep. I got to eat magnesium. I'm just losing my mind.
Zoom out.
Zoom out a second. That problem is going to be gone sometimes in a day. Sometimes that fear, anxiety, stress, overwhelm is gone in a day. Zoom out.
Even that day is just a microsecond.
Is a microsecond in the bigger picture of life. And we can go back to times in history when, I was a high school, the girl broke my heart, or when I didn't become the drum major and I really wanted to be. And all these times that it seemed overwhelming, my world was falling apart. Don't say a thing. Don't say one thing.
The drum major thing.
Don't
was so
say
painful. It was so painful.
Yeah, it was painful, and it lasted a long time. Okay,
but that was just a microsecond.
It is a microsecond in the bigger picture. What to speak of the bigger picture? What to speak of in the lifetime of an oak tree? Oak trees can grow hundreds of years.
What about a redwood tree?
Redwood trees. Anyway, my point is this. Time, even in our lifetime, is so subjective.
Yeah.
And we have to stop investing so much anxiety, worry, stress in the momentary stuff that is going to be forgotten.
Well, earlier in the Bhagavad Gita, there's that chapter. What is it? A calculation of time by the atom. Remember that?
Yeah. Calculation.
There's this whole chapter that's just giving these time calculations, like measurements of time. Like it starts with this. The time that it takes the sun to cross one atom is like this incredibly minuscule amount of time. And then you multiply that by 16 and you get this, and each one has a term, a name for it, and then you multiply that by 32, and then you got like 1 second or something like that. And then you multiply that by 60, you got a minute, and you go on and on. You get up to a year, then you multiply that by 100, you got like the rough lifetime of a human being. Mm-hmm. And then you multiply that by so many times, it's almost incalculable that you get to the lifetime of Brahmā, right? So like one of our lifetimes.
Even if you've had the most tragic life, is literally a sneeze.
I was building here. I was working towards.
I was helping you out.
That would have been great. Like when I finished my point, it would have been perfect.
Supporting you.
I'm
here to support you.
Okay.
Give the punchline.
No, hold on. So you get this. Once you get the lifetime of a human being, you multiply and you compare it to the life of Brahmā. Now Nityananda Chandra is like sharing stuff here. 4.32 billion Earth years equals 12 of Brahma's life hours. So in other words, it's like when you get to Brahma's time scale, we can't even wrap our head around it. And
It's
then you
like
say
Gus. It's like Gus. He can't figure it out. He's 80 years old. We got
it's
him
even
14
beyond the
years ago.
Gus measurements. It's like way beyond the Gus measurements. Like that distinction between human and dog. It's way beyond that, Raghunath. And but then what's going on? And then it says even Brahma's entire lifetime, Raghunath, is one breath of Lord Vishnu. Right?
Unbelievable.
And when you've scaled out to that level, then you say, my issue, just as you were saying, Raghunath, my issues in life, my problems, my drum major rejection is actually tiny and ridiculously, incalculably tiny and insignificant. Why am I getting caught up on this stuff?
Yeah.
Why, Raghunath? Why?
That would have been good.
Huh?
It could have took me in a whole other direction if I became the drum major. I could have went on maybe tried
That
to
was
be a
Krishna reciprocating with you.
university drum. I wouldn't have started at Youth of Today, perhaps. I would have gone into a university where I could be a drum major there.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a complete divine plan, my friend.
Raghunath, it absolutely was.
You know?
Thank the Lord for that. Thank the Lord for rejecting your drum major bid. He's the supreme controller. It's all in his hands. He had a plan for you, Raghunath, and it definitely was not being a drum major. That was your plan. That was not his plan.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't know if I'm complimenting you, if I'm criticizing your
Actually,
channel.
you've dug up an old wound, my friend.
You brought it up.
I was so hurt.
Oh man. Did you cry? Tell the truth.
I probably cried. I'm okay. You know, here's the deal, Kaustubha.
Yeah.
I'm a crier.
Are
It's
you?
okay to cry, emotional. I'm gonna allow that to others.
It was
who are
pitiful though. It
hearing
was
this.
a little
It's okay
pitiful
to
watching you cry
sometimes,
like
even
that.
if you're a man. Huh?
It was a little pitiful seeing you cry like that, probably though, right?
Well, I didn't cry like in front of the entire band.
Okay.
Anyway.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Yeah. Back to Lord
Where
Brahmā
are
here.
we?
Do we read the commentary? Commentary on this verse.
Lord Brahmā had gone away for only a moment of his time, but when he returned, a year of human time had passed. See? On different planets, the calculation of time is different. To give an example, a man-made satellite may orbit the Earth in an hour and 25 minutes, and thus complete one full day, although a day ordinarily takes 24 hours for those living on Earth.
Right.
Therefore, what was but a moment for Brahmā was 1 year on Earth. Krishna continued to expand himself in so many forms for 1 year, but by the arrangement of Yogamaya, no one could understand this but Balaram. After 1 moment of Brahma's calculation, Brahma came back to see the fun caused by stealing the boys and the calves.
Yeah.
But he was also afraid that he was playing with fire. Krishna was his master, and he had played mischief for fun by taking away Krishna's calves and boys. He was really anxious, so he did not stay away very long. He came back after a moment of his calculation.
It's really interesting here, right? Because
It's almost like a little boy does something naughty.
yes, and he's the one that's always respected as the most sober, the most evolved, right? Even all the other devas, when they get confused and
They're
everything
very
gets messed up,
emotional.
very emotional, they go running to
Even-
him because he's like solid, always the
solid,
voice
he's
of
peaceful.
reason. Yeah, always, clear-headed. But he saw everybody celebrating this little boy Krishna, like all the other devas. They had this big concert and right? It's like Krishna killed Aghasura, and all the devas went off as if it was like Lord Vishnu had done something, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I think he's getting a little too much praise here. Let me just go and kind of, maybe he is special though, like maybe I am playing with fire here. He's kind of, that feeling that a child has when they do something naughty.
Right.
Somehow Krishna can even have Brahmā in that position, like that most sober, mature person, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. On the day when Lord
When
Brahmā,
Brahmā, I thought it says right.
when Brahmā returned, he saw that all the boys, calves, and cows were playing with Krishna in the same way as when he had come up upon them.
What?
By Krishna's display of Yogamaya, the pastimes were going on without any change. On the day when Lord Brahma had first come, Balaram could not go with Krishna.
Oh,
and
here
the
you go.
cowherd boys.
This is where it's revealed why Balaram wasn't taken away with other cowherd boys.
Right? Why? Because it was his birthday.
Yeah.
And his mother had kept him back for the proper ceremonial bath called the Santika Snan.
Santika Snan.
Shantika
Shantika
Snan.
That's a tongue twister right there. Shantika Snan.
Shantika Snan. No, it's not.
So
Therefore,
you
Lord
say 10 times
Balaram.
fast.
Shantika Snan. Shantika Snan. Shantika Snan.
You see?
Therefore, Lord Balaram was not taken by Brahma at that time. Now, 1 year later, Brahma returned, and because he returned on exactly the same day, Balaram was again kept at home for his birthday.
Oh.
Therefore, that's interesting, huh? Therefore, although this verse mentions that Brahma saw Krishna and all the cowherd boys, Balaram is not mentioned.
You see, that was perfect, because if Balaram would have been there, then Brahma would have been like, everything's the same except Balaram's here.
Right.
But now he's come back and everything's exactly the same.
It was 5 or 6 days earlier that Balaram had inquired from Krishna about the extraordinary affection of the cows and the cowherd men.
Took him nearly a year
Now-
to figure it out.
Now, when Brahma returned, Brahma saw all the calves and cowherd boys playing with Krishna as expansions of Krishna, but he did not see Balaram. As in the previous year, Lord Balaram did not go to the woods on that day that Lord Brahma appeared there.
Okay, so everything's exactly the
Very
same.
interesting. Very interesting. Text 41. Brahmaji thought, whatever boys and calves were there in Gokul, I have kept them sleeping on the bed of my mystic potency. And to this very day, they have not yet risen again.
So they're just sleeping right through it.
Purport. For 1 year, Brahma kept the calves and the boys lying down in a cave by his mystic power. Therefore, when Brahma saw that Lord Krishna was still playing with all the cows and calves, he began trying to reason about what was happening. What is this, he thought.
What is
Maybe I took those calves and cowherd boys away, but now they have been taken away from the cave. Is that what happened? He's getting confused, right?
He's
Has
very
Krishna brought them back here? Then, however, Lord Brahma saw that the calves and boys he had taken were still in the same mystic mind.
Imagine if this was like an episode of Candid Camera, and we would be seeing Brahmā, and he'd be like,
what?
and like the whole audience would be laughing.
I follow these guys on Instagram called the what are their names? They're basically these identical twins.
Okay.
And they dress the same way, and they'll go up to somebody and say, "Hey, man, do you know how to get to Stamford Street from here?"
Right.
The guy's like, "Yeah, go down." Okay, thanks. Hey, nice hat you got on. And so he'll just go walk the other way, and then the other twin will immediately come up and he's like,
"How did he get
This
there?"
is weird. He'll say something like, "This is weird," or he'll be like, "Wake up, Stamford Street," and it'll like completely blow their mind. The Evan twins, they're called. I'll find them.
And then everybody's laughing watching it.
Everyone's laughing because you're just blowing people's mind because or they'll do it on an escalator and they'll say, hey, how are you? Thank you, man. Thank you. Some like very innocent question or something like that. I don't know why I keep watching these. It's basically the same thing rehashed in another version, but it's just.
Give it up for Kartik, Raghunath.
This is my Kartik Vrata to watch more of them. To remind me of this great pastime. Perhaps it's all a reflection of this pastime of Lord Brahma getting punked.
Okay, well, let's see where it goes. He says, maybe I took those calves.
Maybe I took those calves and cowherd boys away, but now they have been taken from the cave. Is this what happened? Has Krishna brought them back? Then, however, Lord Brahma saw that the calves and boys he had taken were still in the same mystic maya into which he had put them. Thus he concluded that the calves and cowherd boys now playing with Krishna were different from the ones in the cave. He could understand that although the original calves and the boys were still in the cave where he had put them, Krishna had expanded himself. And so the present demonstration of the calves and the boys consisted of expansions of Krishna. They had the same features, the same mentality, the same intentions, but they were all Krishna. This is, practically speaking, a Twilight Zone episode.
Yes.
Next one, 42. We got time here. A similar number of boys and calves have been playing with Krishna for one whole year, yet they are different from the ones illusioned by my mystic potency. Who are they?
Who are they?
Where did they come from? Purport. Although appearing like calves, cows, and cowherd boys, they were all Viṣṇu.
Hmm.
Actually, they were Viṣṇu-tattva, not Jīva-tattva, right? So the original ones were Jīva-tattva, meaning they were jivas that had bodies. These were,
Yeah, Viṣṇu.
their bodies were
These
not
are-
different than Viṣṇu.
We say that there's material energy and there's spiritual energy, right? Not we say. The texts like
Yeah.
Bhagavatam say that
When we
there's-
say something, it's because we're repeating
Okay,
what we
well,
heard. It's not just like
hopefully.
I'm making this stuff up. People always do that in the yoga community. Well, this is what I think about the yoga sutra. We don't do that in Vedic teachings. We don't just say what we think.
no,
We
we're
say
just
what the acharyas, what the masters have taught,
trying
and then we try to
represent.
teach it according to time, place, and circumstance.
Okay.
Right?
So yes.
So what do we say?
So with so what do we say? So there's material energy is one kind of energy. Then there's spiritual energy. But within spiritual energy, there's categories of that. And the word tattva means truth, but it also means like the suffix ness, like Viṣṇu-ness,
Viṣṇu-ness.
right? So like all of these boys, they were not jiva-ness. They were not like the jiva means I'm made of Krishna's spiritual energy, but I am in one sense eternally separate. Like meaning I have my own cognition, I have my own desire, I have my own free will, and I have that eternally. I'm a jiva. I'm not the source. I emanate from the source. I'm the energy of the source.
And I have
my
a
own-
temporary body.
Now all of these boys, they were actually Viṣṇu himself. They were beyond, we, the jiva, has the potential to be covered by the illusory energy. These are all Viṣṇu himself, 100%, never covered by the material energy. So they were Viṣṇu-tattva. They were Viṣṇu truth or Viṣṇu-ness rather than Jiva-tattva or Jiva truth or Jiva-ness.
Got it.
Brahmā was surprised.
Brahmā was surprised. The original cowherd boys and cows, he thought, are still where I put them last year. So who is it that is now keeping company with Krishna exactly as before? Where have they come from? Brahmā was surprised that his mystic power had been neglected. Without touching the original cows and cowherd boys, Brahmā, Krishna had created another assembly of calves and boys who are all expansions of Viṣṇu-tattva. Thus, Brahma's mystic power was superseded.
So confusing.
It's confusing. Thus, Lord Brahmā, thinking and thinking for a long time, tried to distinguish between those two sets of boys who were each separately existing. Thus, Lord Brahmā, thinking for a long time, tried to distinguish between those two sets of boys who were each separately existing. He tried to understand who was real and who was not real, but he couldn't understand it at all.
Who can understand the detail that someone like Brahmā, who can create species just in his mind,
Unbelievable.
right? That he would be able to understand. Hold it, I'm going right down to the finest detail with all these boys and all these calves. How is it that this is them? It's got to be them. Every detail's the same, but I took them away, and they're still over there. How are they over here? It's very confusing. I think we should pick up here with this commentary tomorrow, Raghu.
Okay.
You seem distracted.
I'm trying to find that account that I thought you might like about the twins.
Okay.
I guess there's a lot of twins doing this. This is like another group of twins. Okay.
All right, marriage.
Ready, Mara.
Are you
Am I what?
ready?
Yeah, this
You
is.
don't
this
appear to
is-
be
They're
ready.
called the even out twins.
Even out.
Even out twins. Everybody start following them.
No, Raghunath, we don't need that. You're misdirecting us.
I'm helping you
not helping the
remember this glorious pastime, Kaustubha.
Okay. This glorious pastime. It's just in your own special way.
You know what? You have to start broadening your expanding your mind to see other
Okay.
things outside your very, very thin
Okay.
understanding
Very
what the part of the
narrow.
tummy is. Very, very broad.
Ready for some takeaways?
Sure, Mara.
Okay, great. Up your Bhakti game this month.
Up the Bhakti game. Just a little. Up it. Whatever it is, you know what your Bhakti game is. Turn it up. Offer your food with love and devotion. Set up a little altar in your house. Chant 1 round a day.
If someone benefits from your action, that should be enough.
Enough. Leave
Enough.
it there.
Enough.
Boss. Cello.
In Bhakti, we give to please Krishna.
To please Krishna. That's the point.
Stop looking for the third thing.
You know, we should just put up the number 3 up. You know, right? Take that one down. All right.
I like that.
Oh, and then you have peace. Oh, look at that. You take the third thing down and you
Oh.
have
Take the
peace.
third thing down, you have peace. You, my friend.
yeah.
Yeah. Who are you, Kaustubha?
And if you take the third thing down, you have peace.
Yeah, and if you take the second thing
Just
down,
don't
if you
take the
give
first
to
thing down.
Anyway, if you don't give to anyone, then it's just you thinking you're number one.
And if you take
That's
the third
illusion.
thing, if you take the third thing down, don't take the first thing down as well.
Alright. We're born to give.
We're going to give.
That's a great phrase, isn't
It
it?
is.
Born to give.
Well, when I hear it, I can't help think of Born to Lose. You probably didn't even listen to Johnny Thunders.
Next
He
week.
was, he was too drug. He was too drug related. Right.
No one feels satisfaction from hoarding.
That's right.
Purify your intentions for evolution.
Hoarders are interesting beings, huh? They're like up there with cat people. They're like hoard cats.
Well,
Ever seen-
Raghunath, we have heard things about your garage. You know.
Hey, it's clean now.
It's pretty clean.
It's pretty clean.
Except for
Okay.
that couch.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
In my
The
basement.
couch. Get rid of that thing, Raghunath.
It's
Yeah.
gonna. We
Yeah,
got a
it's
whole
hard to
new
keep.
living room.
Yeah, wait till you see.
Wait till you see our new exotic living room. Me and Mary. are
New
both-
living room. What are you talking about?
We upgraded
We
our
upgraded
living
our
room.
living room. It looks great right now. We went to the.
Get out.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so much nicer.
But from this angle, it appears to be exactly the same.
You're not seeing the right angle.
Oh, it's like the elephant and the
We
different
got
guys.
on sale at what's it called? The
Restore.
Restore. You know,
What
the
store?
Hudson Restore is like, secondhand store.
Benefits Habitat for Humanity.
And I tell you, all the wealthy people from Hudson just drop off their stuff there.
They come up for the city to go antiquing.
No, the
places
people
like
that
People
live
have
in
second homes up here.
people
But
have
I'm saying
second homes,
people
so they
from
go
the
upstairs.
city go up there to do some antiquing.
No, just
No, this
people.
isn't like an
this isn't
antique
like that.
place.
It's not an antique
No,
place. It's like,
no,
it's like a
not.
super high end thrift shop that's dirt cheap. And the guy, I was like, "Is that couch for sale?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, everybody wants that couch." He's like, "That's an $8,000 linen couch." I was like, "You're kidding?" He goes, "And today we dropped the price. Everybody was waiting for us to drop the price. I got it for $300." Wait till my mom hears that bargain. She's
No.
like the biggest bargain hunter
Is
ever.
it in the living room right now?
In the living room.
Raghu went out to go to the bicycle shop and came back with a couch, a chair, a bunch
Oh,
of
it's that close.
pumpkins.
Oh,
It was also cheap.
I'll take it.
It
You
does
went
look
for it,
really good.
Raghunath. They said, "Oh yeah, everybody wants that couch." Really? Yeah. They've been waiting for us to bring the price down, and we just did right now. Really?
Now, these guys couldn't care less about selling anything.
That's true.
They're just like, yeah, it's
As soon as they put this couch in our living room, though, it made you realize how bad,
bad
the rest
the
of
old-
the furniture was, because it's all ripped and, like, literally, there's. just,
Mara's
like,
just
big
not
fat-
one of these lady of the houses who's spending money on everything. We're just cheapskates.
Now, are we gonna-
We're thrifty. We're thrifty.
Are we gonna have a lot of dog hair on that couch? Or are we gonna put some plastic around?
No,
it?
Gus can't get up
Dude.
on the dog.
He can't even reach-
couch
go
anymore.
anywhere? Look at this guy. He's zonked out on his dispensary drugs.
Oh, Raghunath, you're drugging him too much now.
Who says what's too much? All right, back to our takeaway.
Back to our takeaways.
Don't be a selfish friend.
Nah,
Am I a giver or a taker?
you're
Oh,
a giver.
that's a
You
question
are
we all
a
need to
giver,
ask.
Miss Mara.
She's a giver.
Mara is just like, oh man.
And
What's it?
even the Adi Dev can't punk Krishna.
Oh, even
Oh,
the
the
idea.
okay.
Punk Krishna. I like that. Thank you, Mara. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on this beautiful Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. And remember, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have live Q&A.
Antiquing.
Antiquing?
Can we make antiquing part of the whole thing?
Sure, people can go away and antique. Go to Lennox.
No, we need you to take us there, Raghunath, and show us these secrets.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.